Oh no!
Oh, that is
That
horrible. Wait,
that's exactly the same thing that happened to me when I was hunting Captain Gyro.
maybe this is a common strat he uses where he knows
I
that it's
think it
gonna fall
is.
off.
He times it correctly.
How does it work? So if, assuming, let's say the Hyde card was out played
Yeah.
on Strasbourg. If he moves to Strasbourg, will he get ambushed by it,
No,
or does
no,
the
no,
Hyde
no.
card? Okay.
It's as if it isn't anywhere on the board, but it does bait out a newspaper report, which is just that's so bad for hunters. I mean, they've been relying on that newspaper report this whole time. That's the same thing that happened to me against Captain Gyro. Is he set the trail up just that way so that the maturing vampire knocked off the card before the hide, and so
Hmm.
then I lost him. It was just like this. I lost him, and then I was banking on my newspaper reports to find him, and that exact same thing happened, and then he just was on his merry way. So I
Well,
bet you whatever's right after the hide is another vampire, and they don't have a clue where to even begin.
yeah, they're just moving to search, which I
They're,
think at this
they're
point is
moving
what you have
randomly
to
now.
do. Right, it's what
Yeah.
you have to do if you don't draw the events. But the problem with it is they're striking out, right? Like this whole day,
Hmm.
they gained
Hmm.
0 events, they gained 0 items, they just moved.
Yeah.
If they find him, it's gonna be great, right? Like let's say, I don't know, he'd actually moved to like Saragossa or something. Johns for moving
Hmm.
there would have been the best thing ever, right? Hindsight's 2020. You got to make these moves and essentially just guess. But
Hmm. It's so bad for hunters now, yeah. And I mean, their hope is that they can find, like, stumble across like the second space of his trail or something. Because now that he's got the wolf form out, he can't escape them as easily.
Mhm.
Of course, he could just go to sea. But if they happen to find like the second space of his trail, and then they can renewed vigor the next turn and get a couple hunters on him, then they can beat him down, cripple him to where he can't really run away by
Mhm.
sea.
Yeah,
That's
hunters still
kind
have
of their
chance
only
to,
hope at this point.
but
Yeah.
they need to find him, right? They can't like
Hmm.
if he isn't discovered by the end of the next day, I think it's gonna be very hard,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, because
Uh,
we're assuming. I think my worry is that he didn't even like. He's checking kind of conventional. Like he checked Saragossa. He checked, I believe Clermont-Ferrand. These are common Dracula moose spaces. My
mhm.
worry is that he's done something weird and gone like, I don't know, up to Hamburg, or he's just moved somewhere that seems dumb, but it's so dumb it's never gonna get searched, right? Because
Right.
he knew that
Yeah.
he had the hide to kind of obscure where he actually was.
Yeah. I mean,
Which,
honestly, I don't have any notion of where they could be. I mean, because he could just be
yeah,
anywhere.
because he's checking like
From
Blois.
Cologne, he
He moved one out of Cologne, and so the
and
next
then
found trail
yeah.
is gonna be one away from Cologne. It's the
Yeah, so again, he has not checked Nuremberg yet. That's a big one. But then again, he did check Munich and Prague, so it can't really be the East.
He's done a good job of surveying the South. I mean, it's still possible, but I mean, you'd really want to check Santander, and then you'd be 100% sure that he didn't go Spain. But unless he
Yeah,
went specifically like Nantes, Bordeaux, Spain, then you're safe from him going Spain, which is something.
yeah. But then again, I think we're pretty sure at this point that he didn't go east because Prague and Munich have both been checked. Unless he somehow managed to sneak back. Maybe he like got into Zurich and then hopped over to Prague or to Zagreb with the wolf form. But
Maybe he did just like sneak back door into Spain. I mean, if he did, it's gone. I mean, whatever he's done, it's worked. I mean, it's
mhm, mhm.
crazy.
Yeah,
Second week,
this
whole
is
trail's
brutal.
back on. He's already got 8 points.
Hmm. I mean, they need a hypnosis, I think, at this point.
But
And that's
yeah,
just to find Dracula. It's not even to find where the last space of his trail is,
I suppose
which is probably another vampire that's about to mature based on the position of the wolf form.
he could have drawn another newspaper. There's 3 of them in the deck. It's possible, but
Hmm.
I'm not probable. But it's I've certainly had it where I draw all 3 at the end of the game, and I'm like, man, these other 2 cards seem kind of worthless. But
Hmm.
we'll see. Hmm? Is there even a prompt at the beginning of the day? There is, so he has
There
something.
is, but I mean, okay, you
Yeah.
got 2.
3?
3. Wow.
And 3 different people, notably. So he's got his events spread out.
Oh wait, you can tell who they're on, or
I think the number of times is how many people there are. It
oh,
only triggers once per
right,
person.
right, of course. Yeah, the number of prompts is the number of hunters. That's right, of course.
Because it'll be like a big sliding
Okay,
scale.
back to okay. So he's checking Zagreb, not Zagreb. Did he just like double back into northern Germany somehow?
I mean, yeah, I think it's northern Germany, or he did sneak back door into Spain via like he
Yeah,
went
you
Cologne,
have to
Paris,
check.
Nantes, Bordeaux.
Yeah, he has to check Bordeaux now, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he
doing
is.
it.
What?
Okay.
Listen, I'm as thrown for a loop as these hunters are right now. Partly because I haven't taken notes, so I don't, I haven't like been tracking what's been checked and what's possible.
Yeah, this is certainly really rough for them.
This is yeah, because this is almost definitely a vampire. Now we're at either 11 or 12 points.
I mean, there is hope. Mina has a vampire lair, so
That's true.
we can get it out of the instant death 1 point range.
Yeah.
But I mean, again,
And
not
then
great.
there's this whole trail, and we don't know where Dracula is, and like the wolf form is back on the table.
I almost wonder if I want it to be a vampire, so not everything else doesn't mature. Like, would a hoax into a bunch of other stuff be worse here than a vampire? I mean, maybe it wouldn't be because he's at 8, and you just want the 4 points. So you just take the 4 points.
Yeah, I mean, as Dracula, I think you want a vampire.
You'd love it to be a hoax vampire, but that would take a lot of foresight to know that he wouldn't be found. But I mean, he kind of set it up this way, right? He put the hide in a very specific way so that it wouldn't be, so it would be revealed by a newspaper.
Yeah, that's becoming a bit of a trademark for him. He got me that way, and he's getting Mettking that way.
Did you lose him when he was playing Dracula, or did you get him in the end?
No, I lost him. Yeah, and he did this same exact trick on me, and it worked spectacularly.
Okay. I'm gonna keep this in mind for when I play him. I'm just gonna wait until the day after. I'll use it on one.
Yeah, I mean, well, the hope is that you don't let him mature that initial vampire, but you know, it's not always in your control.
Yeah, didn't work out. Although, man, look, this proves the power of Amsterdam. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, Amsterdam is a solid start.
But now it's too solid. Now everyone's gonna guess it because it's been too widely publicized. I'm gonna have to start.
I mean, I think it's one of. Oh, he didn't. Okay, that makes me wonder. Did he not want the trail to be cleared? Just that they have to take more. But I don't think, since they don't even know where the hell the trail is. Maybe he wants the other things to mature. Maybe there's
a hoax right on there.
Maybe there was a new vampire followed by like a hoax and a bodyguard or something like that. That he really wants to.
Or maybe there's another vampire right before the wolf form, and he thinks now he has enough time to get the hoax and get the maybe he went like a vampire hoax vampire or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll find out. He's not going to layer all of these things, so I think we'll find out.
He's actually doing a layer strat combined with the obscurement strat. He's just making these super layers. He's going to come back.
Now Godalming is just moving. I guess Godalming's moving to Mina so that they can either scan or hypnotize. Hopefully they have hypnosis.
A scan
doesn't tell you anything. I mean, a scan's only helpful when you have some sense of where Dracula could be. Like if there's 2 or 3 regions in the mix, scanning one of them can be very helpful. But
because the fact that he hasn't been found is ridiculous. They've checked so many cities and they haven't found a single one on the trail. He must have doubled back or something weird, right? I mean, he must have.
Yeah, he has to have. But then again, she checked Berlin. Okay, so he's not scanning now, but he did need that reprieve though. 6 points is better than 8. I
almost wonder if he went like Cologne, where he was in Cologne, right? That was the last one. So we went like maybe Cologne, Strasbourg, Paris, Nantes, Le Havre. Oh no, Van Helsing went through Le Havre, so it can't have been Le Havre.
I'm mystified. Have they gone through Paris? Maybe he went like Strasbourg, Paris, Clermont. But then
someone checked
maybe
Clermont.
Nantes and then wolf form to Bordeaux, but I don't know if it's to Santander, but I don't know if the timing works out. I haven't been keeping track of the trail enough to know if the timing.
The real one is both Clermont and Le Havre have been checked, so I don't think there is enough time unless he went like.
Have they checked Clermont for round?
Yes, I believe Van Helsing originally went there on the first movement down.
Well, in that case, I'm completely at a loss.
Like he could have done something like I don't know, like Strasbourg, Geneva, and then he slowly walked from Paris to Nantes, and then he formed over to Santander.
Yeah, because Strasbourg would have been wiped off. Geneva hasn't been checked. Paris hasn't been checked. Nantes hasn't been checked.
I mean, that's possible, but I mean, equally as possible as I don't know, he like.
Oh, spy, and we don't even get to find out where it was. Maybe that's why he didn't mature the last one. He didn't want to show where it was.
I mean, this is all gravy. Like this is things getting matured on a scale unprecedented, right? This is crazy that he's getting.
This is insane. Yeah, I've never seen a trail like this.
Because normally it gets knocked off because the first thing's a vampire, right? You don't normally see the whole trail just like getting mature one after another because normally the hunters find it or it's a vampire. Like,
yeah, it's honestly insane that they haven't found the trail. Like
there's so many spaces.
They've checked so many cities.
And the hide was on the trail for a large portion of it, so we know he wasn't like staying in the same spot. Like he's moving.
Yeah, I am going to be very curious to see. This is I'm baffled.
I'm really glad I'm not the hunter player on this game. I feel like this is bad. I don't know what I'd be doing.
I don't. I mean, I think at this point you just start supplying because you've done all you can with checking. Probably I mean, again, he could be in Spain, so maybe you run John Stewart in there just to see.
You check Santander, it'd be 100%
check Lisbon, check Santander. Although again, that spy could have been Santander. No, it couldn't. No, it couldn't.
Unity spy, I missed it. I see a knife's
I,
discarded, so I assume
I
it was
was
Unity
so
spy.
busy talking about how befuddled I am.
Okay, I see a knife was
Um,
discarded, so I'm assuming that somebody discarded a knife to it.
yeah, I don't know who the. Oh, actually, I think it was Mina because she is down to 2 items now. No,
It
that's
must
because
be.
of the vampire. No,
Oh,
that's the vampire there. So that's not. It wasn't Mina. And the others have full hands.
they've been
So that
supplying.
because
They
they've been
supplied
supplying.
today, so
So
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, she's gonna scan. Maybe she has hypnosis. If she has hypnosis, then we'll at least have something to go on here. I really hope she does. It's just so hard to watch, and I'm so confused. It's not like I know what's happening and the hunters don't. I don't have a clue.
Right, it's the stream issues compounded with it. Like I wasn't paying attention as much attention as I normally do the first part of the game, and
Oh, he
then
doesn't have hypnosis.
uh,
Just a regular scan. I mean, a regular scan tells you nothing.
I mean, I suppose that he's not Master 100, but I mean, you already checked. What you checked Zagreb, you checked Vienna, you checked all
Yeah,
sorts of.
I don't see how he could be in the east unless
Well, yeah, he's checked everywhere. He's checked like a two city
he
radius of the
went
east.
through Vienna. I don't think they've been back to Vienna, but by now Vienna is probably off the. No, it wouldn't be off the show. I don't know, man. I again, without notes, I can't make head or tail of this.
He must have backtracked somehow. He must have. I'm confused where and how, but that's my guess. Is
Yeah.
he's like in Germania the whole time somehow, or but
Yeah.
jumps.
No, yeah, none of his encounters tell us where he is. I think that was on purpose. I think that was a vampire that he laired. He's just being cocky, which could be his downfall if they just happened to stumble into him. But
What do you mean by he's being cocky? By you mean you think he?
well, I think
thinks
he wants to keep maturing all these other things and not giving away his location, and not showing where the trail was. That's my feeling, at least. I don't know. He's like, I feel like he's flexing a little bit because he's so mystified at everybody.
It's demoralizing as the hunter player to not know what Dracula is to see all these things maturing, right? I think if I would like, this is where you start maybe tilting a little bit, just like it's not playing perfectly because the psychological warfare, right? I mean, you strike.
Yeah, I think now he's actually doing more what he should have done all along. Because obviously, in theory, it's very useful to check all those cities. But maybe if he had just been supplying this whole time, he would have drawn a hypnosis by now or a newspaper.
It's easier for us to say that knowing that he would never find him. If he had found him in one of those cities, it would have been amazing.
Of course.
Right? I think that's the difficulty with commentating is hindsight. We get the benefit of hindsight.
Yep. And I mean, he did check all the important locations. I think. Yeah. I don't think.
I think we were saying he should check Toulouse, and then he checked Toulouse, and it didn't do anything. Or checked Zaragoza.
Nuremberg is the only one that I can think of that he maybe hasn't checked.
But he's checked everywhere around Nuremberg, right? I mean, I guess maybe if he could have backtracked through Nuremberg, like he went Strasbourg, then went back to Nuremberg. But where did Godalming move when he was moving back to Mina? He moved through Germania, didn't he?
I don't remember. He went somehow. He got to Zagreb.
He went to Santander, or not Santander, Strasbourg. He went to Strasbourg, I remember, and then he got to Zurich. Then he went to Milan, I think, right? They checked Milan. Somebody checked Milan.
Yeah. Okay, wax cylinders. Maybe that'll.
Milan. Nope. No. That would have been so good especially if the high would have had to have been near to his current location because he got it back semi recently.
Yeah, but at this point, there's no reason for Dracula to hide. Wonder if Godalming drew a hypnosis and they're looking to get that off of him onto Mina.
Yeah.
A mystic research would be really, really helpful now too, because they need to supply all they can.
I mean, they have supplied decent amount. They're halfway through the deck, right? I think 34. You're relatively well supplied. You went through half the event deck. They've been discarding events, but
they desperately need a newspaper reports or a hypnosis, and like they just have to keep supplying until they get close to that. Again, this this wolf form now that could even be a vampire. And still allow the last one to have the rumor token on it.
That would make a lot of sense. That's the kind of spacing I like to do when I'm playing Dracula. I would not be surprised.
Desperate Sword, which I guess he thought that he was going to get found before now.
Yeah, not much value there.
No.
1 HP is not nothing. But 1 HP can make a huge difference.
And to mention IDS is a big deal in this tournament. Okay, surprising return. So, but again, like, what do you even do at this point?
You get Jonathan Harker as an ally. Oh, but it's only when it slides. It's not going to work.
They're getting rid of Aggie just for
No, you had to use this.
That's so painful to get rid of Aggie just for that. But yeah, what else do you do?
No, but it's not going to do anything today. It only affects it when it moves. You had to do it yesterday.
Yeah, so they're gonna miss this mature, but
Oh.
yeah.
And
Yeah, you just have to keep supplying.
sad thing is that, I mean, they could have had Jonathan Harker this whole time. I think in their situation, I would have the same thing, though. I would have taken Strag
Hey, hired
every day of the
scouts.
week.
Okay, so now you check Spain. I think you rule out Spain.
Check, like, I don't know.
Or
You
maybe
want
you
to make
check.
sure you check. I don't know.
Well, no, he can't. Well, no, he could have gotten to Spain. That wolf form maybe could have gotten into something there.
Santander was never checked, and now
That's
the Wolf
correct.
off.
So, yeah,
But
so I think
you
you
don't check
check
Santander though. Check everywhere else.
Florence
Okay.
and Toulouse.
Those were both spaces that hadn't been checked before.
Yeah, but Florence, we knew there's no possible way it could be. Well,
Right,
unless he had somehow
checked,
gone down Genoa, Florence, all the way down.
We
No,
checked
that couldn't
Marseille,
be.
and we checked Milan, and we checked Munich.
Yeah, it couldn't
only
be Florence. I think you should have checked within Spain or maybe within the east.
Yeah, like Madrid, Cadiz, Lisbon, some of these spaces.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, even
For all these
presence doesn't
events,
tell you that
but-
much.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
Van Helsing is actually pretty centrally located, so I mean, it
True.
tells you that he's not like lurking, but
yeah.
I don't
But
know.
there's so many cities around there.
Right,
that-
and it's only his current. If it was local rumors, that would have been awesome, but
Oh yeah.
you would need it on the right person, right? You wouldn't want it on like Godalming. I mean, you'd want it on maybe John Seward to make. Oh, I guess it's too late. Santander's off the trail if it was full formed too.
Yeah, I think you would have had to check like Lisbon, Cadiz, Granada.
Yeah. Do we really think he's in Spain? Do we think that there's
I
no way he
mean,
did?
I just don't know what. I just don't know where else he could be because I don't think he could have gotten to the east.
To check
And
the
Spain's
East
the
pretty
only. Okay, there's
thoroughly.
Mystic Research.
Ooh.
That's what he was trading with Godalming for.
Okay, 3 for
So that's
3.
big. Now they can. Okay, Sensationalist Press, Wild Horses. Oh wow, Sensationalist Press. That's a better card, than I remembered actually.
I mean,
That's pretty handy.
he's made his own sensationalist press with his tide card practically.
I know.
Right? And then
Yeah,
wasted a turn, but
that was awful. That move is nasty, man. That mature that knocks off the Wukatchek has done that to me too in a friendly game. It was the first time I saw it, and and in that case the hide was not flipped over ever. So I was just like I checked every possible location that he could have gone to without realizing that it was like a hide.
well, if you check all the spaces around where you last knew him to be, don't you find just his next space in the trail? Because the hide doesn't
No,
actually
that's the
move,
thing.
right?
I forget how it worked. I don't know. Somehow I forget how it worked. Either way,
Yeah,
it got me good. It got me good.
Mhm. I believe it. I mean, it's clearly gotten Mettking good this game.
Yeah, it's gotten me good in the same league, man. Okay.
Okay, here we go. What is this?
Galatz.
Oh
How
my!
the
What?
Did he get out there?
How did he get there?
Wait, what was the wolf form? Did he go from Nuremberg to Vienna? I think he
mean-
must have gone Nuremberg because you know what? Yeah, they never checked Nuremberg, and
Didn't they check Vienna? Wasn't somebody in Vienna? Or did they?
no, I don't think so.
Godalming was in
They
Zagreb. He
actually
jumped over
neglected.
it.
They neglected Vienna. Yeah, he jumped from Zagreb straight to Prague,
Oh wow!
and
Are we sure?
Nuremberg must have been where he came in from.
Are we sure this isn't the second edition game where Dracula can just move all the way across the board with a single power card? Because this is ridiculous. We're both supposed to be heavyweights, and yet we were all thinking it was Spain, and it's actually the
yeah.
literal opposite of the board.
Well, that's to my own credit. I was saying that they should have checked Nuremberg, particularly because
Nuremberg was important to check.
in my game last night, I think it was that I should have checked Nuremberg and didn't. So that one does get overlooked for some reason.
Well, it's very well connected, right? You can get all the way from Nuremberg to Marseille, and it like jumps
Yeah.
over. It gets
Actually-
to the east.
Yeah, both as hunters and as Dracula. I've had significant events with Nuremberg. Like in my game, actually it was my game against you that I wolf formed from Paris to Nuremberg and then misdirected Paris, and then now I think that Gyro must have done something similar with getting to Nuremberg and it just not getting checked.
I mean,
and I did the
it's
same
just
thing against
spaces
Mettking last night.
Better connected, right? I mean, like Nuremberg,
Mm-hmm.
for example, we see Nuremberg a lot more than we see Frankfurt because Nuremberg is just Frankfurt is so congested with roads,
Mhm.
and Nuremberg isn't. That's why we see Strasbourg so much as well, right? Strasbourg, Marseille, Nuremberg, they're all so well connected by road that people are incentivized to move through there to move efficiently,
Mhm.
on both sides of the game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there it is.
Oh, this is
He's been waiting.
Oh.
Okay, wasn't Varna,
on.
so
he could be at a port by
Bucharest,
now.
Constanta, Varna. But yeah, he could be on Salonika or Valona.
Man, I
But at
feel
least
like,
we know what the back half of the trail is now, and that's big.
but is
It's
it
more than we've known
it,
this entire game.
Is it too little, too late? Can he
That's
get there
the
in
thing.
time?
Yeah, I don't know if they can get there.
They might be
Or
able to
if they
stop
have
the rumor
mistakes.
tokens. I would assume they have at least one renewed vigor. They can probably stop the rumors.
Yeah, so the rumors are Constanta and Sophia. Um, and
Yeah.
Dracula's now in Valona or Salonika. So like,
Did he move like Galatz? How did he get to Varna? Oh,
I think
no,
I think
Varna's
he
the lower
wolf,
one. Yeah.
I think he wolf forms to Vienna, then went Bucharest, Klausenburg, Galatz. Oh, hoax. Yeah, that was inevitable.
How many did he have to look through? We saw the three
Oh,
that they
so
got
many.
revealed off Mystic Research weren't that bad. It was like Sensationalist Press, Wild Horses, and something else. It wasn't too
Seduction, which
terrible.
is actually a really
Action is
good.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
it stops Mina from being able to search for vampires.
Yeah, can you just kill Mina? Yeah.
But
Feels
I
so
mean, there's something
versatile.
better in there for sure. Like, there's for sure an Emmanuel or a Darkness Returns or a Unearthly Swiftness in there with how many cards there
I
are.
don't remember how many there was. I remember I said there was 11 earlier, and we've supplied a bit since then. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was
There's,
looking through like 13, 14 cards.
he's got his pick of a lot of cards. I think he's gonna get something better than those three we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you
Yeah,
take Devilish Power just because CG is one of the only things that can stop you
well,
now.
I don't even know if he heard. That's why I was thinking, I was hoping he wasn't on a port. If he's already on a port, CG's not going to do much, right? If he was like,
hmm
let's say they found it a turn earlier, they might have been, if he was in Sofia, they might be able to like CG both the ports, maybe like renewed
hmm
vigor the next day, get to him in time. Maybe they're like
hmm
driving away from the ports at least. With this, he could already be on a port, and then you throw it on CG, and it does very little except to reveal where he is, and
Yeah,
maybe to make it harder for him to come back here.
CG will be for when he lands. Like if they have a money trail, which they should by now. Um,
It's only one
they
money
should come
trail.
out.
It's possible they haven't drawn it.
It's possible they haven't, but they're 2/3 of the way through the deck now.
Mhm.
Their odds are good to have it, and that's kind of their only hope. Yeah, that he has to he lands somewhere, and then they.
Okay.
But he's gonna wolf from the
Oh.
Mediterranean or something where they can't.
It was 16. I just looked and I was checking the discard number. It was
Oh
16
wow.
Dracula cards they looked through.
Yeesh. And of course now
Right.
supplying is
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
mean,
hope whatever they
that pile is
had.
like half Dracula cards, if not
Yeah.
more.
It's 20. It's what's this? 25 Dracula, 15 Hunter. Right. I mean.
It's bad. It's very bad. Yeah,
Well,
that a late game hoax is just almost game ending because now they just can't. They can't supply anymore.
I mean, they hopefully already have at least one renewed
Mhm.
vigor because of all the prompts they're getting. I would hope they have at least one renewed vigor, if not both.
Mm,
But if the deck was unkind, be bad.
yeah.
Well, because he's gonna be able to leave. Oh, he already did leave. He left yesterday. So yeah, he was on a port. He left. They're gonna have to try to
Right.
catch
So
him now.
he's either in the Adriatic or the Ionian. And well, if he wolf form, if he moves by sea again, then obviously he's
I like he
sort of
blocked
in
Genoa
Ionian.
with John Seward, so if he is an Adriatic, he can't wolf form Genoa. That's
Mhm.
nice.
But I mean, if you're in Adriatic, I mean, you can just wolf form out of there and like.
Right, yeah,
Okay,
you wolf
maybe
form
not.
like
Maybe
I
not.
suppose
You probably don't want
Milan,
to wolf form
Florence.
in
It's not
Munich.
as good now that Genoa's covered.
Oh
Oh,
wow, heroic leap just to kill a rumor.
I mean, we say just kill him, or that was a lethal threat, right? If it
That's true.
matured,
That's true. You can't let anything mature. Yeah.
and I don't know if he has time to like, because he's got to deal with these, and he's got to get all the way back to the east west. So maybe he's just prioritizing using what he has to get this done quickly, so we can actually move everyone over in time, right? So I think that's the big
Yeah.
problem for him right now. Is he needs to be in two places at once.
I mean, he has to get Mina over to be with Seward and
He's
be able to
supplying with
scan.
Mina.
Mm.
There's a Hunter event on top though. That's
Oh, yeah.
surprise.
Oh, and I think they probably already went through their Mystic Research supplies, but
Well, I mean, I hope they did because they're
I
not.
sure hope so. Yeah.
Those are gone.
Yep.
I always feel scared
So
to pop in this research. I think a hook's about to go off.
I know. So okay, so Godalming has to be getting ready to head to Constanta to
Mhm.
deal with that rumor. Then maybe Van Helsing goes to Varna. I don't know.
Well, Van Helsing's now at 3.
Yeah, you don't
I
want to
guess
send
maybe
Van Helsing
4.
into unknown cities.
This is really bad. I mean, the Hunters, they're not out of it. They haven't used any events, like I said before. If Dracula makes a mistake, he goes for a really high IDS victory by not going to seed very long, so he tries to lane prematurely, and then they catch him in like a concentrated run. They could still do this. It's just that they have a lot of problems.
Yeah, I mean, he can move if let's say he was in Salonika, then he could wolf form from Mediterranean and only lose 4 health off of it, or 5, I guess, you put into wolf form. But at that point, like, you might as well just feed and gain the health back. It's not
Well,
like they're. I mean, John Stewart alone isn't going to kill you.
Well, hopefully they'll be able to. At least they'll designate 2 people. Hopefully, I think in this case, it's maybe they just like you use Mina and Godalming to clear up the rest of it, whatever's over here, and you just send Van Helsing with his horse back. Because if you keep all 3 over here, I agree. I think you need at least 100 to start going west.
Yeah, somebody has to
all
head
3
west.
to deal with these encounters.
I don't think Mina's going to be heading east because he already sent Godalming and Van Helsing east.
And he lied with Mina. She was an item down though, wasn't she? So maybe that was probably good to give her a full complement of items.
Mm-hmm. So okay, he's thinking, which means
well, it's a big choice, right? He goes Adriatic. Oh, you're thinking it's probably Ionian because he's thinking so much, right? Or
no, I'm thinking he's Adriatic because then now he's thinking, should I go to Rome, Naples? Should I go to Munich, Milan? If he's in Ionian, then he just goes to sea again, to Tyrrhenian. It's no. Huh, interesting. Of course, he could have gone Adriatic to Ionian, but...
Okay, that's not as bad as
that mob is going to hit Van Helsing. That's
only going to hit Van Helsing. I mean, yeah, he's still really low, and now he discarded an item, which was a rifle, so that's relevant. But at least it wasn't like in Austria-Hungary where it would have hit double something. Still
though, it hurts that it hit the guy that already had low health.
Oh, yeah. Hit where it hurts for sure, and the guy that we thought maybe he's gonna keep sending in.
Okay, renewed vigor just to make sure he stops this Constanta vampire, I guess.
I mean, look, man, if this Constanta thing happens, he's dead. I don't blame him for popping renewed vigor.
So is he gonna get there and then?
He must have a stake, right? Surely.
Yeah, although, well, maybe the renewed vigor is also more just to get people back towards the action.
It's true. He can multitask. Like he could supply with Godalming today.
Oh, he didn't have a stake. Holy smokes.
Wanted the day fight.
What? Wow.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, he's no longer losing to that. Now he can maybe... I mean, I hesitate to disregard the other 2, but...
Now, where is Seward going? Because Dracula's probably in Tyrrhenian right now.
Yeah, I would have left him there. I don't think you need to move him this early.
What's this accomplishing?
Because he was already on a sea space connected to Tyrrhenian, so if he lands Cagliari or something, you could have still gotten there. I don't like that very much.
I don't understand.
Maybe we're missing something. We're missing something here, but it looks weird. I agree with you. I think it's a weird move. I mean,
Dracula's gonna just move one more time and then Wolf from Mediterranean.
I guess what other action do you want him to take with his day action?
Maybe he's afraid of Dracula
because you can only do that as a day action.
Maybe he's afraid of Dracula doing the Cagliari landing, but doing the fake out where he goes to Rome or Naples instead.
Oh, that's huge. That's actually huge.
I still don't know.
No, it's good. We know that he went Adriatic and he moved into Ionian. That's actually, I think that's good for the hunters. It means they have more time.
Actually, yeah. Okay, so that's what he was thinking. He was thinking, do I wolf form to Munich or Milan, or do I wolf form to Naples, or do I just go to Ionian and make it look like I'm currently in Tyrrhenian? He was probably... Well, no, but he knew that Valona was going to get found. And he could have misdirected it if he really wanted to leave that ambiguous.
I mean, it's good for the hunters in that they will now have more... He can't get west as fast, so they'll have more time to kind of move west to stop him. It's poor... Was there a lair? Wait, he must have picked wild horses. He must have picked wild horses, unless that's a lair.
Oh, it could be a custom search as well.
Custom search, right? Because she changed borders. Ah,
yeah.
Maybe.
So I think wild horses or a custom search, because Munich is not a lair, unless. I don't know what that
one hidden lair.
Oh my god, dude! Wait, what? Where is that? Because if he gets back to that, that's going to be such a huge flex.
I don't think it's Munich though. We checked Munich. We were talking about how to check Munich. So I guess it's not bad for Dracula that he went to Adriatic now, because it does mean that he can be at sea a day longer, so he can essentially just move out the clock. Or because if he moves to Tyrrhenian today, right? Tyrrhenian is the Friday move, Saturday move, Sunday move. I mean, and then he's in South Atlantic. He can wolf form in Spain if he wants to, or he can keep moving to England. Maybe he's scared of someone's put a pin on the board on London.
So the question is, does he? I mean. The obvious thing is to go to Tyrrhenian. He could be going to Black Sea just to, like, again, do some sneaky shit.
I don't know if you pull that here. I feel like your advantage is so huge that you don't need
to there's no reason to do that. So I think he's got to be Tyrrhenian. So now, does he land in Cagliari and dare Seward to excellent weather onto him?
I don't think he's any reason
I don't think
he's not gonna get points. I think he just keeps
Yeah,
going.
again, I don't think there's any reason to do that. I think you just wolf form into Spain and make them chase you. 'Cause, yeah, like you said, then you can just still get away to Ireland or something if you really need
Right,
to.
I mean, because I think the double back to Black Sea might be a viable strategy if Adriatic Sea wasn't also on the trail, right? With Adriatic,
Mhm.
with all of the sea states being on the trail, I think going back there is very risky because you can't. There is no quick escape route. You'll have to stay at least a
Yeah.
little bit because that'll fall off.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a good move. It's a possible move and maybe one that he would do if he was feeling extra fresh, but
Wants to end in Castle Dracula just like Mettking did another game. No.
yeah, and don't get the points.
Don't get the help for it, just the flex.
That's so bogus. Okay, money trail. All right, so
If it's
we're
Black
gonna
Sea,
know
it's gonna
for
be real
sure.
bad. Okay, no, it's
But
Black Sea.
that was, I mean, I guess it's not a bad use of money trail. It just makes sure that he wasn't being sneaky, but it also, I mean, he was almost certainly gonna wolf form from Med next turn. So like, you know, we're still gonna kind of know.
Right, you would
that
feel
that's what he
awful
did.
though if you actually went Black Sea and you moved everyone east or west, I suppose. Right? I think this is maybe
Yeah.
because if he goes, I mean, I suppose you would. The only reason you'd save is if he moves 4 or 5 more times, so that he obscures whether he's North Atlantic, North Sea, or English
Yeah.
Channel.
Or if he like wolfs into Spain or southern France, and then you somehow chase him to sea, and now he's going to the northern seas, and you want to find out which of those 3 around the Britain that it is. But I
can
don't
see
know
why
that we're
he
getting.
used it. I don't think because I don't think those later scenarios those feel like far-fetched. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think he's gonna land sooner than that just for the health and because he's not that threatened, honestly.
Yeah, no, I think he wolfs from Mediterranean because yeah, like you said, no reason to do anything else.
He might stay at sea 1 turn longer and then just like wolf from south, like even though it's a lot worse, just because that's not going to be adjacent to it is 2 away from Godalming. Okay, so minimal value. That was a little bit, not much. Cool.
Yeah, just abandoning Valona too. I mean,
he had so many rumored vampires over there. He has to put trash encounters at some point. He hasn't made very many. Though he did make 1 layer. He hasn't made very many layers though. So I mean, there's a chance like these are his duds.
That's true. It could be. Oh man, imagine if it's another wolves though, or a spy. Oof.
It's another wolves. Hopefully they'll be out of the way where it won't hit them. You'd hope.
Oh right, yeah, they do have another day to clear.
Now let's see if it's custom search. If it's custom search, it's gonna trigger when they cross this border. It is not.
So
Did he
maybe it was
actually take
wild
wild horses. Why would he take wild? He had 16 cards to choose from.
If he took wild horses, that's truly cocky.
But even seduction, I think, arguably better than wild horses in this
So
situation.
Mina moved just now, and it went off. And when Van Helsing horsed, it did not go off. So I think it
because
has to be
wild horses doesn't affect horse movement. Yeah.
Unless custom search doesn't work on wild horses either, which might be the case.
That I feel like that might be true because it's an online bug. I feel like the card as intended should work if horses, but it could be a digital only thing, which we just didn't know because it doesn't happen very often.
Right, but I mean, either of those choices is very strange. Like, why would you take either wild horses or custom search out of everything in the deck? Other than to flex.
Right, other than I mean, I don't go into these games with the assumption my competitor is going to start flexing on me before the game's even over. I wait until after the game.
Yeah, and again, especially given that like a good couple of strokes of luck could still get the hunters back in this if Dracula's playing sloppily and being too cocky. So I wouldn't. Yeah.
When I go back and watch games of like that I've played that people have commented on, they're like, "Oh, Dracula's so far ahead." In every one of those games, I was always like, "I can't act like I'm super ahead. I have to like."
Oh yeah.
I was my nose was to that grindstone every minute of that game, always trying to think about how I lost essentially, right? And I think that's how you don't get caught out. Like we hope Captain Gyro isn't going to be. Is if you keep playing like it's important, even when maybe you think I have a huge advantage, because Dracula can win, and then lose 1 fight, and then it can be over.
Yeah. Oh wait, did he wolf form?
Did he wolf form or sea move?
Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, it's wolf form because he's taking a long time to pick his city. No,
it's just the game being slow.
He went to South Atlantic. Why?
I think because he doesn't score points if he lands today, and he scores points if he lands tomorrow.
True, but
maybe he is going all the way to England.
Maybe he is, but I mean now he either has to wolf form to Bordeaux or keep going until he gets to the UK.
It's like the hunters get closer. I do wonder if they should have deduced whatever encounter was on Valona with John Stewart's wax cylinder, so they could have known whether it was safe to leave it or not. Like I didn't even think about it when he used it the other night for the
Yeah,
hide
because
thing.
Dracula doesn't need to hide anymore, really.
He's never gonna hide. There's no point. I mean, he might hide to win the game because of, you know,
Right.
whatever. But like, he's not gonna hide before that. With knowing that they have the wax cylinder, he must be going to England if he went to South Atlantic, right? There's no way.
There's
Because
no
the wolf
reason
form is so
to.
bad.
Yeah, so I think he maybe goes to the North Sea and then wolf forms. And now they don't know if he went to Manchester or if he went to northern Germany, but
Well, and they don't even know where he wolf formed from, right? Because if you go that many, he could wolf form from English Channel, Irish Sea, or North Sea, all with the same amount of seat moves.
yeah. Or maybe you wolf form to Galway, to Dublin.
Oh yeah, that's a good
you know
point.
what? You wolf form to Dublin, then you hide, then you walk to Galway and win. But a CG stops that cold.
Well, it makes you go back to sea, but it doesn't stop you from winning. Even if you
That's
put the
true.
permanent token in either Liverpool or Swansea, doesn't
Yeah.
stop you from landing at the other one.
That's true. I think that's the most efficient path to victory here.
Maybe
is,
that's what he's
Dublin.
doing. He's playing safe. He's just gonna go to Ireland.
Yeah, I'm calling Ireland.
Yeah. If you rewind this video like 20 minutes ago, I was like, or not that long ago, I was like, oh, maybe he's just gonna wolf form South Atlantic because he'll get points that way. Looking back on it, he shouldn't do that. That's a terrible idea. I don't know what Pizzawizard 10 minutes ago was thinking. Insane. He's not wolf forming from South Atlantic. I hope.
Yeah, you either do Mediterranean or else you go to North Atlantic or one of the other four.
Well, because I didn't think they'd be able to get this close. If he wolf forms from South Atlantic now, he's not going to be able to escape to sea, and they're all like right there. They're going to find him instantly.
Yeah. Okay. He's going Ireland. He has to be.
He could move one more sea space for the obfuscation, and then just like obscure whether he's wolf forming to England or whatever. But Ireland makes sense.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. He. I think it's like almost a guaranteed win by going to Dublin.
Wonder if you CG tonight so we stop him from doing that. But then it makes England.
I mean, maybe you do that and you CG Galway so that he can't go to Dublin, and then you
token in like Manchester, Swansea, or something.
Put it. Yeah, maybe to put a token in. I mean, it's only the permanent token that matters at that point.
Yeah.
But
we haven't seen excellent weather, right? So I mean, it's possible we could actually land someone on him if he did go to Dublin with an excellent weather, right? It's possible.
An excellent weather and a renewed vigor. Yeah, actually, you excellent weather Seward to Galway, and then walk him to Dublin.
I think you have to have a horror. Oh no, that's excellent weather. It's special.
Excellent weather is special. So let's say that Mina and Seward both have excellent weather, they can both get to him if he goes to Dublin. If there's a renewed vigor.
He said, I think he's doing the right thing because I think you have to get on ports. That's how you make Dracula scared about going to Ireland, is if you do something like this, right? Obviously, I'd be thinking, do they have excellent weather? Do they have the second renewed vigor? If I go here, are these people going to jump onto me? Because if they do and they were forewarned, they could kill him if he goes to Dublin. It's possible.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a very
specific
combination of cards, but
that makes Dracula think, absolutely.
The question is, would they had to discard event cards because they had so many at the beginning and they weren't using them? Did they keep both of the excellent weathers over like other good event cards? Because they discarded a solid like 7 cards. Some of those are duds, but are all of them?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Any chance you can hear me now?
Yeah, moment of truth for Dracula. Do you risk the Dublin move?
Clearly not.
I feel like if I was him, I'd be a chicken, and I would just move by sea one more time. I think the double port move by Mina and John Seward would scare me enough that I wouldn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Of course, you could also be real sneaky and wolf form to Santander.
And then you hope that they don't have the second surprising return to check Santander, and they just like they excellent weather to Ireland, and you're not there.
That would be real. That would be real devious. But then I think it's also kind of.
It's not great because the consecrated ground then just like doesn't kill you quite, but puts you very in a poor situation. I don't think they can force him back to sea, but they could force him to like walk into him.
Yeah. Again, yeah, if you get found, but
like if he does go to like Santander, but he could like wolf form to like Le Havre or something. But I think that's risky.
Wolf form to Toulouse or Clermont, like they're not going to check those before they send people to Ireland.
Yeah.
Because Ireland is such an almost guaranteed win. Like there's there's very few things that if he does wolf form to Dublin, there's very few things that stop him from winning.
It's specifically like a combination of excellent weather and renewed vigor. And if only
Mhm.
one of them has it, I don't even think it's that good. I feel like if two of them have it, it's amazing. And then if they have a forewarned,
Yeah.
it's like not quite a GG, but it's very close. Although Wild
Yeah.
Horses would stop one of them from getting onto him, I think, because he could make them not move.
Oh, that's true, man. Wild horses could
Doesn't
break that.
force them to move to an adjacent city, because then if it forced them to move to an adjacent city, then they would have to move them onto him. Given
Oh,
the way
he
Ireland
was
works.
going again.
He's chicken. Well, I
Wow.
say he's chicken, but he's not willing to risk Ireland, apparently.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, he's
fair.
playing cautious. He's playing cautious.
I mean, we saw all those things about him being overconfident. Clearly not. He is taking his time. He's going to pick his landing spot very carefully.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess the only cost to this is IDS, and
Yeah.
a win is of course more important than IDS. You don't want to bungle that win just in hopes of getting a bit higher IDS score.
100%, right? I mean, I feel like you only worry about IDS when you're literally like, I worried about it when I was at 13 HP killing Captain Gyro as Godalming, right? When I was like, I can Fang him to kill him or I can Claw him. I suppose I'll play the Fang, right?
Right.
I thought about it then,
Yeah.
but you don't think about it when there's like the game on the line. You just
Right,
play to win.
Yeah. In that scenario, it's like, well, if I can play Fangs or Claws and I know that he can't block either, then sure, might as well play Fangs. But
There was
besides
risk that he could have great strength and survive, but I was okay with that because I thought I'd
Right.
be able to kill him anyway. It's fine.
Sure.
And there was downside to me doing it. I maybe was a little bit greedy. It worked out for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see.
They're
We'll see what's
fine,
going on.
but like they're just not getting that much from it.
I mean, I think you can't leave. If you leave, then he'll just wolf form onto mainland.
Mhm.
You have to. Maybe you could make one person to see, maybe. Or do we think? Do we think he's gonna go England or not? I think that's the big question.
Yeah, I mean, England is just risky with the CG, but then so is Germany because they can get onto those by rail pretty quickly. Like, they for sure have at least one chartered carriage.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be
Mina
thinking
has
about,
sense
like,
of emergency, so if you
Yeah.
go... What is... oh, just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Renewed Vigor could get Mina onto Cologne. Chartered carriage, Godalming can get all the way to Berlin. So, yeah, Germany is a bit risky, but then... Britain is risky with CG trap.
I mean, my gut tells me he's might wolf form to Swansea, just to be protected. Like, go English Channel, wolf form to Swansea to be protected from the CG.
Yeah.
My gut. I don't know if that's correct.
I think that's a safer move because then again, you're not wolf forming to a place that can be trapped by CG. You're not wolf forming to a place that the hunters can reach you easily.
But is that too predictable? Because if that's the first thing I think of, I bet it's the first thing. I mean, a competitive Dracula. I mean, I think Swansea is a tried and true wolf form location to be safe from sea. I think it's the only place where you can be safe if you wolf form onto England, right?
Yeah. Well, you could go Irish and then wolf form to London too, but.
True. Yes, that would also work.
So now, I mean, they have to.
It's got to be renewed vigor today, and if there's not, it's not gonna be great.
Yeah. But even in a renewed vigor, assuming he's in England, I mean, renewed vigor doesn't get them to him. Oh, okay.
Okay, so I mean, you check Swansea, right?
You check Swansea.
We'll see. I mean, or something else. It finds him wherever he is.
Berlin. Okay.
I don't know if I would check Berlin. I feel like if he's in Berlin, you can insta kill him with CG. I don't think he'd do that.
Yeah,
Berlin
I would
is
check
an
Swansea.
insta-kill position. Yeah. Maybe check Leipzig, I suppose, if you think he went to Germany. But
Yeah.
oh, he's moving by horse.
He's moving by horse to. He's putting all his eggs in the Germany basket.
Maybe he's thinking. I mean, you trust your gut, right? Maybe he's thinking he definitely went to Germany. Maybe he doesn't have the excellent weathers and he has no way to actually get onto England in time. So he is, he's trying this. Although he would have had 3 days because of the IDS. So, I mean, if he'd left today via at least one excellent weather, he could have had someone there in time, even without a renewed vigor. But I mean, he has been playing this very frustrating game for what has it been now? For an hour and change. I mean, there's a chance that at this point he's given up on England essentially. Instead of he's in England, he wins, and I'm just going to try to stop him in Germany, maybe.
Yeah, because honestly, if he is in Swansea, you can't stop him.
Well, if you were going to stop him, it would require someone moving to England, and we're now in a situation where no one is getting to England for at least 2 turns, unless there's specifically a.
Okay, so there's CG, but okay.
Wait,
I probably
hold
would
on.
have left Dublin.
Wait, what if he wait, hold on. If he is in oh no, wait, I'm an idiot. Never mind. He's just using his tricks.
I think I would have put the permanent in Dublin.
Is he assuming that he's in England? If he is in England, does it even matter? You've moved so far out of position, even if he is there. Like, let's say he's in Swansea and you check Swansea with the transfer. You can't force him to go to C anymore because you've already used 1 token on Leipzig.
Mm-hmm.
How funny. Ugh, no, he can't. There's no way he did that. So,
Like wolf into a port.
Yeah, did something odd, but he's checked so many.
He did it.
Whoa.
He actually did it. Okay, so wait.
No.
You block Berlin.
You definitely block Berlin. He's got to walk into you. He's used his wolf form.
Well, no, he can hide, but he won't get an encounter.
No, he can't hide. I don't think with the CG token there. I don't think he can hide.
So if they have forewarned, if they have a forewarned.
No, I don't think they need forewarned. He has to move on to him. I don't think he can hide when there's a consecrated ground token there. I don't think he can. I think he has to move.
You're absolutely right. He can't. He has to walk into Godalming.
Oh my god. This
is insane.
Victory from the jaws of defeat. Look at this.
This is wild, man. Okay, so I mean, he went to Hamburg again. That was cocky. That was a very cocky move.
I mean, yeah, you can just get killed out of Hamburg with the consecrated ground. Even if, but I suppose maybe he assumed based on the way they were all on ports that he was going to go to England. That's what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to go to England with all his people on ports, but instead he bet everything that it was Germania.
He really. Oh, see, this whole time we were like, oh, he's being methodical. He's not going to get cocky. He's going to just do the safe play, and now he's doing. He may very well die.
I mean, I think he is dead.
Cocky.
I think he's just dead. I don't know if it's necessarily cockiness. I think it's just trying to be sneaky, and it's backfired in the worst. I don't know if it's necessarily being cocky.
Well, yeah, cocky or sneaky, I guess. Yeah, but just like he could have had a safe win by going to Swansea here.
Well, he assumed that they were gonna like excellent weather, onto London with a renewed vigor and jump on him, right? I mean, there was ways he could have gotten killed last once. He wasn't like 100%.
True.
But,
yeah.
And if they had gone all in to do that when he landed, then it would have been incredible, right? He would have been in Hamburg. They would have used all the resources in England. Although then they could have just consecrated grounded him because they would have known he wasn't in England at that point. I don't know if this was amazing. I mean, it could have certainly worked out better. We're seeing the worst case scenario where he finds him with the CG and forces him to move into a hunter. Oh, wait. That's not a point. That's not a point, right? It's not a point? It can't be a point.
It is, I believe.
Off of the Heavenly Host bite?
I think so. Well, he's going to use great strength to prove. No, but he still gets the point, though.
No, I don't think he gets the point. I think you only get the point when it's a mesmerized bite, but I could be wrong. We'll see.
Okay, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think you're right. But still, that 2 health is big, and the loss of the Heavenly Host.
Well, yeah, but I mean.
Oh, wait, he got. Wait, no, he was at. Wait, did he get a point?
He was did not 6? Get a point. He was at 12 the whole time.
He was at 6 and he went to 9. Okay, but now they still have the entire turn to pile on and kill him.
Yeah, I don't think this matters. He has Lucy's Revenge on. The fact that he has renewed vigor to get everyone there, that combat mattered very little.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he played as well as he could have. Playing the Fang Sworn into the Heavenly Host is exactly what you want to do. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much good it's going to do him in the end, though, based on the fact that he can probably get all 4, if not maybe not Helsing, depending on what is in his hand. But
yeah, I mean, if Helsing has a charted carriage, he's there.
Or he just like has a yellow 2 and he can get there. Oh no!
Wait, waiting for Captain Gyro. What is this? Does he have? Is it custom search?
If it was custom, we would have seen that trigger a lot more. What is going on? It's happening after Hunter's move.
It can't be wild horses because they're using fast horses.
What could it be?
Yeah, these Dracula events are all so rarely seen that like.
Like I forgot custom search exists until you mentioned it because it's not good enough that it's the one that they always pick.
Yeah, it never gets picked. I don't understand what else it could be.
What would trigger on movement? But
and
only
also,
movement.
What like? There's nothing that's good enough that he would have taken over like a better. We have to talk to him post game to find out what the heck was happening.
I mean, he could have been unlucky. This has got to be a custom search. It's got to be a custom search that maybe is weird and it only triggers on certain movements or something.
I don't know.
Well, let's see. Is it going to trigger on Mina moving there? I'm curious now.
Well, she's walking, so that could still just be a wild horse.
Yeah.
Oh, custom search.
It has to be a move action.
You either lose all your items or you suffer 3 damage. That doesn't matter. I mean, she takes the damage.
I guess some of the things they were doing weren't technically move actions. I suppose the horse isn't a move action; it's a special action.
Okay, so who does he hit with the bodyguards? Mina, sure.
I think that's his hope in this game now, is he can kill Mina.
Yeah, he has to kill a hunter basically, like, which is very hard to do because he's at 8 health. and there's 3 of them. Like they kill him in round 1, very possibly.
What's being revealed right now for it?
Yeah,
When
this
she
is
revealed
revenge. Probably some
what did
planned
she-
ambushes too. Oh no.
Which she
Oh, she-
revealed the pistol for?
Bodyguards.
Oh, the bodyguard never got used. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, Dracula. I mean, Mina plays it safe. She wants to avoid getting clawed,
Mhm.
but she has a pistol, so she can.
Well,
and
Dracula
then if
can't
he
escape
attacks
until the
her-
4th round. They got plenty of time.
Oh no, he can't escape until the 5th round.
Oh, it's one more than the. Yeah, it's 5. Oh yeah, he's
It's
so
2
good.
more
I
than
mean,
the.
if he
Yeah,
could kill,
yeah, he's
maybe kill
toast.
Mina. He could
No,
maybe
Mina
kill
just
Mina.
plays it safe, like because if he attacks her, then the other 2 are just pounding on him. This is wild.
What are the combat guns like? They all have
let's see.
at least 2. They all have 2. Okay.
Yeah.
They all have 2. Oh no, Transfer Death 3. They all have 2 Transfer Death 3.
I can't believe
think
this is happening.
It's got to be kill Mina or bust though, because Lucy's Revenge means even if he somehow survives the 5th round, he's not. It's got to be kill Mina.
Yeah,
Even
yeah. Escaping
for
is not
whatever
on the
she's got.
table. Killing Mina is the only hope, and so he's guessing Mina's gonna dodge. I guess maybe.
And then he strengths or.
Or
Interestingly, if you play Claw 100, you can use it to affect the second one instead of
that's
the one.
true. So maybe he's trying to double claw other people and then kill Mina that way. Because even a dodge, I don't think will prevent. Oh, but he's not doing that. Huh?
No, he is.
He
It's when
is.
it wasn't
Wait.
John Stewart.
Wait.
We won't see it until the portraits move back, but
Okay.
oh, Mettking spelling GG. Maybe is there a holy bullet? Oh, Mina attacked.
Oh,
Maybe she
Mina must
used
have
gun?
pistoled. Yeah, if
A
Mina
gun
shot
or
him with a
something?
pistol, then that's GG. Oh yes, he hit her with the claws, but her pistol still kills. Yep.
Wow, that was a game.
That
It's a
was
game
an
right there. I mean,
incredible
Dracula
game.
died, but he's gonna get a lot of IDS off of it being 4th week and having 12 influence.
Yeah, that's
so
the
it's not-
closest victory possible.
Not too bad of a loss for him.
Incredible game, marred
Wow.
by
What
a
a game.
terrible live stream.
that was nuts. I want to message Captain Gyro and ask him, first of all, where he was the whole time.
I mean, he just went far east, right? You were entirely right. He went to Nuremberg. He wolf-formed to Vienna after they left, and then he just went. I imagine he went straight east on the top, the northmost Austro-Hungary cities, until they got to Galatz, where we finally discovered him. I think that's how the spacing works out, but I could be wrong, because they all went off the trail. It's hard for me to visualize it. Yes.
Actually, yeah, I can.
All right, I'm gonna close the stream. Thank you all for
Maybe it
watching,
was a
everyone.
bandwidth.
No, we can hear you right now.
Oh, you
you're
can?
Good. Rukamania?
Yes,
Yeah. Is he here?
yes.
Dang.
I'm just messaging Gyro to ask him if he went Nuremberg to Vienna.
All right, I'll wait if you can hear
I can't see what else. It could have
Whatever
been.
he did, man, props to him. Honestly, I mean, that was
Dude,
a very strong Dracula performance.
That was an amazing Dracula performance, and the fact that he lost it all at that last moment is just. Because again, like, if you went to Swansea, they can excellent weather to get people into either the English Channel or the Irish Sea, or maybe London if it's Godalming.
Mm-hmm.
But then at that point, he.
You can
Okay, well, he
permanent
had wolf
CG
forms.
Ireland. You can permanent CG Ireland, and then if he's in Swansea, you can force him back to sea.
Right, then he has to go Irish to Liverpool,
Well,
and
no,
then
that-
maybe you can get
I think-
Godalming onto
I
him.
think his trail died. Oh no, he has to go back to England, and then he has to move into. Yeah, I mean, there was problems with Swansea.
Okay, I guess so.
There were a few problems. I think it was still a really good move, but there was a few ways for him to get found there.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's not quite as cut and dry as we were saying. Yeah, in hindsight, obviously, again, it's easy for us to say, like, oh, he should have just gone to Spain with a wolf form from Mediterranean, or even stopped in Cagliari, but
Oh, you can hear me now?
yeah.
Yes.
No, I guess there were tough choices for Dracula to make
No.
even there.
Yeah, we were laughing about how he used heroic leap on that reckless vampire, but if he had fought
Oh.
it, there's a chance he would have got a point off that bite, and
Yeah.
then
That would have made the difference.
Did that help at all?
yeah,
Yeah, and then again, like
he clearly didn't have
I
stake.
forget what I was gonna say.